Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good morning. Sean Higgs coming at you here. It's a early show today. I told you the mom and wife went back to Jersey for a wedding. So it's a flyback day today. Just a weekend trip out. So I had to come in a little early for return flight. Although I'll be with Pub Sports around 12:30-ish for some more football. Anyway, it's Sunday, September the 17th. I actually got to text my mother. It's our actual birthday today. Oh, no. Why did I say September the 17th? It's the 22nd. What am I doing? What am I looking at? Oh, because it says, like, I'm looking at 9/7/18. This is what happens when I'm up early, trying to do live videos. Let's get right to it. Twitter, at Mr. Sean Higgs. Go check it out. Midday Money on podcast form. I said the other day it was episode 900 for the, since Believe took me on, gave me a little thing there so I could get on Spotify, Pandora, any podcast forms you could find Midday Money there, and Look At Lines, which will be back tonight. We got Look At Lines tonight, folks. If you didn't watch the Looky on Wednesday, week 4, I already set up a room for that, so go check that out. Be sure to come visit, hit the like button and stuff like that. Let's start getting everything posted so we get the day underway. Get the freebie chasers out of the way here. Twittering, plays are posted. Let's get stuff going in the chat. We'll start out with our teaser Tuesday NFL pick. Actually, we don't even have to do that because I think everything will fit in on one comment here. So, all right, NFL. Let's get to. I'll leave this here for a second. Just talk about yesterday's stuff. We'll do this, and then we'll talk yesterday. 5-4 plus $60 here in the video with NFL football. But listen, I'm plus money here on the sites. I'm down. What am I going to do? All right, we got lucky with how we're picking here. Pick your friends, pick your nose, can't pick your friend's nose, as I like to kind of say silly stuff there. Free picks here. Not doing too shabby. We're up $60. I'll take it. On the site, losing on the sites. Contests, we're 500 in contests, not doing well in contests, and that's how it is. We're having a losing NFL season right now. Guess what I'm not gonna do about it. It is what it is. We gotta get right today. That's the plan. Chargers +2, Browns under 39, Chiefs under 46.5. Teaser Tuesday. We are 0-2 in our NFL teasers. Again, DK -120, 3-team 10-point teas. Lines, everything here's from Tuesday to lines. All right, so don't be like, oh, this line's. We'll get into lines in a second for derelict Mr. Numbers doesn't know what we're doing here. Chargers +12, Dolphins 16, Jags +16. NFL college football yesterday we go 2-1, 14-4 plus 1,015 here with our college football, and that talks about a regular college football. We're number 1 on the site, number 2 on the site for picks and parlays, winning free picks, winners and whiners, 43-29. A good season there, winning day yesterday. Teasers are not there. Baseball 169, 182 -770. Derivative props plus 1925. Mr. Numbers wants to know how I get like Clemson minus a touchdown or Tennessee at plus points, or it doesn't mention that I have like the Titans at +4.5. It's a loser. We do midday money. We do Look At Lines. I come in and tell you ahead of time. Hi, lines are different. Next week, Miami, Florida was a 7.5. And how's that line look? 7.5. You don't have to really bet. You don't have to wait till the game goes off to bet games here, folks. I know people like to do that, and you think they're slick. You're waiting till the last second. You probably get a bad number. Louisville +10. Duke +3.5. Alabama under 54.5. The SMU +8. Arkansas +10.5. I mean, let's see how these lines reopen now. What do we have up here right now? Any kind of lines? Arkansas is a 6 and a 5.5. I got a plus 10.5. USC is a 14 piece. Georgia, Alabama, 49.5 total. I don't know. Listen, I understand. You know, you don't have bankroll to bet a week or two in advance. That's fine. Don't get mad. I have SMU plus 8, and SMU is minus 4.5 or minus 6 now. That's just the way it is. You saw Florida State play like crap against Georgia Tech. I don't know. Sorry. Bad numbers. Does it work out well all the time? No. How's Miami at a pick 'em look for me today? Doesn't mean it's going to win. I'm losing in NFL with early numbers like this. So sometimes it pays off. Long term, you think I'd make money on it. We'll see how it works out. Again, you could go through your FanDuels and DKs and look ahead of time for lines. T-Money's. You know everybody's asleep. That's all right. Let them sleep in. Early morning, I am here. I was spot on with the Aggies pick, but at least we won. Bowling Green is legit tough. I don't know if they're legit tough. I don't know if the Aggies have a quarterback. That's the problem. T-Money saying good morning, Tulane. And that's Lane, not Tulane. I think the Bucks continue their hot play. Let's talk about it. You want to talk Tampa Bay here? You know, NFL dogs have been covering these big dogs. 6.5 dogs have been covering. I think they're perfect 8-0. Didn't work out for me in week 1, right at Seattle against Denver. I had Denver plus 5.5. Couldn't get a cover there. If it was 6, it would have been all right. Couldn't get it. Is this a flat spot for Tampa Bay with Philly next and off a big win, a revenge win, playoff revenge win? Possibly, but do you have faith in Denver to score? Well, Bo Nix, Williams, and Daniels, 0 touchdown passes. Okay, again, 6. Who's this going? It's going to be 3-0. How's Denver scoring? I like Tampa. Too much says, guess I was wrong. A lot of people are up. Yeah, people are up on some. You know, maybe I'll. I know it's midday money. Maybe we kick it off early on Sundays. You're gonna have us all confused with the early show. Amari Cooper over 47.5 receiving yards from Pounded here. Says the Browns wide receiver has a nice afternoon against the Giants. The old G-men. It's mid-morning money. That's how we're rolling. There are the picks for today, if you're interested. Let's see. USC and California crushed me. I was having a day for the ages, and it went downhill fast. Couldn't hit a mole if I was captured in a cage. Did you have any crazy, outlandish takes yesterday? I don't remember if you said something crazy. I don't think I have anything written down for you, T-Money. Am I crazy for betting Pollard plus 2Ds? Tony Pollard, 2 touchdowns. Josh Jacobs, 2 touchdowns. I'd say it's a 60% chance at least 1 cashes. Is Pollard, is he any good anymore? I mean, does he play? Tony Pollard? That's where we're going. Lauren's in the house. Some crazy high-scoring games college football yesterday. Well, we had the over. We had the over in that James Madison game. That's a nice one. Take that nice little hit. A nice little hit there. Oh, boy. Let's see. Any crazy... Let me see if my one site has a... Nothing going on here. I'm seeing if I got the live lines rolling out here. Mr. Number something else. Mr. I bet 10 line pro. That's the thing. He's like, one thing if he's like, how'd you get the line? He's like, it's fishy. Like, have you not watched my show where I give out picks 2 weeks ahead of time? Like, I don't understand that. If you've watched Midday Money, you've heard me mention look ahead lines. Whether you come in and watch look ahead lines or not, you've heard it mentioned. You've heard my lines. You see the lines. I put it in the write-up. Oh, wow. Yeah. Sorry you don't get this line. You wonder why I only have like 2 packages up for college football and I have 12 or 13 games posted. It's because the lines all move. Sorry. Sorry about that. Mr. Number sniffs too much glue. I don't exactly. I explain every show. I don't get it. I don't understand. You don't have to bet game of, day of. Do I do that something? Yeah, you could do that. I'll be honest. I was big into the Chargers today, and now I'm thinking Herbert might play. I came in with a little hedging act. Got a teaser going on Chargers. You might laugh at it, teaser Tuesday stuff. This was a simple one. It wasn't some crazy outlandish one. With these two teams playing, lack of offense. But the rumors are he might not play. I'm like, you know what? I'm not looking to get crushed here. I don't want to end the day on a QB injury because I get a bad number early. I could do that. You could buy off games. That's the beauty of having a bankroll and betting earlies. 16, 13-point teasers. Yeah. I don't want to just crush them. That just annoyed me. No. I mean, Jets minus 300. I mean, really? I mean, the guy watches the show sometimes. I don't understand how he doesn't understand that. What we do with Adam? Yeah, these guys going to pound it in team money. Dobbs and Haas, good luck today. Another fish back in on. Dob, I do shows. I did a show on Wednesday for next Sunday, and I gave out games. Like, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about? I mean, I guess I have to look at the lines ahead of time. Why wouldn't you get games ahead of time, especially when books are slow to move? They're not adjusting stuff. Go pull up some stuff down the road in your book, see what you can find. And I'm not the best. I am far from freaking the best person, but you could write down what the lines are. See. And again, just watch them on screen, write them down in front of you, the teams, and just look at it and be like, wait a second, how the heck is this? This doesn't make sense. This team looks terrible right now. I could get this. But the key to being able to bet a week, 2 weeks ahead of time is having a little bankroll. And you're not going to have that if you're betting the Lee Corso put on a mascot halftime or waiting for ESPN to see who everybody got and going opposite. My Giants plus 250, not betting them today, but my spidey senses say we'll have a shot, but with no kicker, we'll flip it up. I don't know if that. I mean, I was wrong. I thought, I think I said on the show last week for Midday Money or maybe looky, or look at lines and the looky. Maybe you grab the Giants plus 6.5 because I thought, again, I had the Jaguars. My intention was another bad outing by Watson. He gets replaced. Here comes Winston. Take the Giants here at 6.5. I don't know if give me the under here in this game. Are the Giants going to score? Is Cleveland going to score? Dynasty is like a 3-year-old younger brother. Tennessee SA people are in Oklahoma. Why they haven't played anybody? Tennessee. Who's Tennessee played? And then that total looked really easy to jump on and over because they're scoring 70 against Kent State. I did like Oklahoma in the points. I'm like, well, you're going to give a touchdown to a team. I get it. But I also had Tennessee as an underdog from the summer. You're going to give me a 3.5 on a team I liked. I'll take it. I've not been sold on Venables as a coach anyway. And I maybe I was a year ahead of Oklahoma being bad because last year I said they're going to be bad. And they surprised. BYU was my big bet at plus 7. They were in half my parlays. How BYU? I didn't know how BYU did yesterday. T-Money. Let me pull up BYU. Doggy outright. Beautiful against K-State. Nice one. And then you get the Utah Oklahoma State game that was like a +2 to a -2 to a pick 'em, and it lands on 3. Unbelievable. T Money says, and I lose an over first half in the Miami game. Well, listen, I had South Florida. And another thing, T Money. If you go to the winning free pick page, you see from yesterday's results, see there's Sean Higgs there for football on top. You click it, go look at it. I mean, there's 3 South Florida picks because I had to put in twice because I told the guy on Monday that South Florida was in. I hit Miami instead of South Florida. Can delete it? Sure. No, couldn't get deleted. So I got 3 picks on there for one game. I go 1 and 2. It happens. Kevin says Baltimore and the Cowboys. Well, the man above you absolutely loves Baltimore. Says don't overthink it. Just don't load on him. I kind of disagree with that. One, like the over looks like it should be easy money, right? Baltimore's defense is not good. Dallas' defense has got shredded by Derek Carr. But I think the Ravens have some problems. You blow a 10-point lead at home to the Raiders. You gave up, 27 points in 26 minutes to the Chiefs. Dallas was 16-0 at home before last Sunday's game. They're playing all right at home. You don't think that Dak can score some points here? No way Baltimore loses 3 in a row? Well, why can't they? I think they got some problems. I mean, we know Dallas' problems. Those are front and center. Crappy coach, offensive line, running backs as big as me. Where are you going with that? Baltimore's trying a little deeper. People don't realize with their coordinator problems and their offensive line problems. They're not running the ball. Take Dallas. T.Y. says, Dave, don't start Tennessee and look at all. Oklahoma doesn't have a quarterback, or else it would have been a whole different ballgame. Half their line is hurt. Oklahoma, terrible. Terrible. But again, this is why, people say, the old bet teams, bet numbers, eye test kind of stuff, bad teams. You see the way they're playing, and where are they at next week? Where's Oklahoma? Against Auburn. You want to – let's see here. Let's see if I pull up a line here on – there's a 3.5. You want to lay 3.5 with Auburn? Here, you can get a 1.5 at DraftKings, and they just pulled the 1.5 off the board. They're probably going to reopen a 3.5. Oh. DK and FanDuel want to be first out. Here we go. Here's another one. Here's another 2-point move you could on the Duke game. Duke is a pick'em. It's a -1. It's a -2.5. It's a +3.5. What do you want to do with Duke against North Carolina? You don't think you give me a 3.5 here? Why wouldn't you take Duke +3.5? You can find a Duke 3.5 or Duke 2.5 at FanDuel. Actually, Duke is favored by 2.5 at FanDuel. You could find them as a 1 point at DK. Lane saying hello to Team Money. Did you have a side of Michigan game? That's the under. I said I like Michigan. All right, I was like, you're gonna. Lauren, I said Michigan, Oklahoma. I said you're gonna give me points with young quarterbacks. Tennessee with the red shirt, and USC quarterback. Although he did start a couple games, he's still young. You're going to give me points with young quarterback, laying points with young quarterbacks on the road in the first big road test. I would take the home teams. I did like the under. Had the under here in the free picks yesterday. Was my only loser in midday money with the free picks. But I did like Michigan. Didn't have it. But I would have won 1-1 if I had Michigan and Oklahoma, right? Both did not get there. T-Money says, I'm sore, Lane. Going to bounce back today. What are you sore from? Timothy's in the house. Phillies with Zach Wheeler. Here we go. Now we're looking at some Major League Baseball. I did win yesterday with my baseball. Can't complain there. We had Colorado over 8.5. The day before that, we had St. Louis under. We are number 4 baseball. Although, again, Timothy, I mentioned the losing record here in the video, but if you go to the sites for the premium stuff, you see you're having a nice winning baseball season. Number 4 in the money, number 3 in the money, over 2,000, or in this case, be 21, 22 units, whatever it is, wherever you're on. Winners and whiners or picks and parlays, winning free picks with their channel. 21 units on one, 24 on the other. Not a bad baseball season. And you know that my picks are not going to be monster favorites here. So you're like in Wheeler. Oh, boy. Tough one here, right? Because I'm hanging on by a thread to my Cubby over. They got to win everything since they lost yesterday. If they win today, they lock up the East, and maybe they want to just kind of coast into the playoffs. I don't really hate this if you're doing the Phillies here over the Mets. I get it. I mean, I don't want to lay 140. So you got a minus 119. I don't hate it. Titans line is up to 3. Lane's the same team money. We'll get them in NFL today. Also, team money like the Pollard sprinkle. Green Bay is bad at defending the run, and Sharp shouldn't play for Tennessee. More opportunities for Pollard today. I mean, the Pollard, again, you're on Tennessee. They're going to run the ball. The quarterback looks terrible. So I understand the look at plus 450 or whatever. BYU won. Absolute blowout. T-Money's mad I didn't bet Buffalo. I'm staring at the game all day. I think I said Buffalo here. In fact, if you can go to the X World and where I think somewhere during the day. Here we go. Todd Furman posted the college football underdog of 7+ points that'll win outright today is, and how about this? Buffalo. There you go. Buffalo. You could see it. I told them doggy outright, 7+ outright winner, Buffalo. Not that it's not all of that crispy sharpness 21 hours ago. And you know what? Just 3 likes. No one even cared. Got 2,000 views. I could come in and retroll and say you're welcome. Told you Miami all day. Here we go. USC. Yeah, terrible. It was close early. It was close for 3 quarters. Lamar Jackson 20-1 straight up versus NFC. Take it as you want. Yeah. So do you like these 20-1 straight up, or do you like Dallas' 16-1 their last 17 at home? There you go. Team Money loves Lamar. I'm on the Texans today. Royals run line, a bounce back spot with the Royals. Got beat up yesterday. Today, who's on the hill today? Lugo and Snell. Boy, it looks like an under in the making. Dobbs says I got DeAndre Swift over 55.5 rushing yards today. Sore from USC and count on finishing games, just horrible quarterback play. It happens, T-Money. Brian Nunn is in the house. T-Money says, if you posted a minus 5,000, get all kind of likes and retweets. Yeah. Not a Buffalo outright. Gets me 0 love. Plus 13. Oh, man. What are you going to do? What can you do? Do we have any Herbert news, by the way? Miami, Florida was 7.5. It is now a 17-piece over Virginia Tech. It looks terrible. Miami might be for real. Rutgers 3.5 over Washington. All right. I get it. We are loaded up. College foots 53. The lines are coming up. See, this is like people are worried about like Ben NFL today. I have one. Well, I split with the Jets under and the Jets, or on the Pats. So I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Actually 14 because I got San Fran minus 4.5, but I also have the Rams plus 7. So I'm looking for a middle. Like, I'm looking at college football for next week. Everybody's worried about, I got NFL today. I got Arkansas plus 10.5, and I see a 5s and 7s up there now. And a 6. I think Denver might get the win today. Oh, boy. Don't tell me that. You know we still have our Baker love. We love Baker in Tampa Bay. Man. I understand because a lot of guys are going to be on Denver with the way dogs have been covering. Your 6 plus doggies in the NFL have been covering the first 2 weeks. I just can't go out and say, hey, I'm taking Bo Nix and plus 6. He hasn't done anything. Duke minus 1. There you go. Let's see what that one ends up at. See where that one finishes at. Because FanDuel still says 3.5. Let's see. College foots. Ohio State 24 over Michigan State. Terrible. Illinois, Penn State, Oklahoma. Here we go. Auburn 3.5. Arkansas is 5.5. BYU favored over Baylor after a huge win. All right. Lane is talking Duke, right? I said, hey, take Duke minus 1. Duke is 3.5 on FanDuel, but on DK it's 1. That's what I'm talking about, man. It does not mean it's going to win. I hate saying, you just want a better number most of the time. Do you like the Falcons today? I kind of do like the points a little bit. I won't be shocked. I do like KC. I figured too tough. I shouldn't say it because it sounds like I'm making fun of the Falcons. But you played Baltimore and Cincy, 2 of your top opponents for your hierarchy of the AFC, right? You pulled out 2 kind of late wins. You could say they should be 0-2. I understand taking Kansas City. I think they're a good team. Short week Monday Night Football winners. Oh, man, it's tough to take the Falcons. I like the home dog aspect of it. At 3, listen, if you're going to take KC at 3, I get it. I really thought that this opened at 3.5? What's it at now? 3's flat everywhere. And again, you get that extra hook off of the Monday night win. Did they look that good? Is that more for Sirianni having some bad play calling? Right? Like, I look at the quarterback play. Am I loving what we've seen out of Cousins working his way back? And again, I think it takes a little time to get better. You're coming back from an injury. You're not some young cat. You're 36 years old. Now you're in a new offense. How'd they look at home in game 1? You lost 18-10. You pulled out a big win last week. I don't know, man. I get it. If you want to do 3.5s and take a dog 3s. Why do I think Kansas City? And I hate being a Kansas City kind of backer. I think they're good. They haven't even played their best games yet. Definitely an under. Take the under. KC moved all the way down to 3 to me. It says take Atlanta. Well, it moved to a 3 because the early guys, the Sharks are going to take 3.5. Like, Kansas City just plays field goal kind of game. So the half point, it's big. 3.5s are big. You know me though, Lane. Opening numbers, I see 3.5, 7.5s. I like the favorite. I like the faves in those spots. I like the favorites. Want to take the Giants? I understand taking the Giants, but here's another one. You saw the kicking problems. Their defense is, you didn't give up a touchdown last week. You lost. Right? You didn't give up a touchdown last week. And you still lost the game. I think that's definitely not a good sign. I hate bashing because it's going to be like, oh, this guy gets paid all this money. Do Daniel Jones gets paid or quarterbacks get paid? Him or anybody else. But you lost the game and you didn't give up a touchdown. That is, the Giants are in Yankee Andy Hawkins no-hitter, losing no-hitters phase of their season in week 3. If Cleveland plays like they did last week, again, that was an ugly game themselves, they should win this game. Defense alone, why wouldn't this be an under game? Giants offense is bad. Cleveland offense is bad. Cleveland defense is pretty good. And they're kind of banged up on offense, Cleveland themselves a little bit. I'm doing anything here. I want the under. And the under, where is it? Do I have it listed here somewhere? I thought I have it in chat. Where do I got it here? $39. There you go. Take the under. Where's the under? I thought I grabbed it on here. Under 43 for Vegas. Why don't I have that one on the site yet? Interesting. I got to get down on that one. All right, where else we're at? Do you still like the Chargers with the quarter? Is that official? Is he officially out? Do we have an official ruling on that? I know he was banged up. Excuse me for that. I thought I muted myself. He is. Well, that was last night. Let's see. It was questionable. 2 minutes ago, limited mobility, injury report, Herbert, Mixon, Kittle. Game time decision. Here we go. Game time. I love this. This is a lot of discussion today whether or not a guy who's averaged 137 passing yards through 2 weeks is playing today. That's what he's averaging. We're worried about this guy. And they're definitely a run first team under Harbaugh. What's your sneaky pick of the day? My sneaky pick says, and I have Vegas -4. Why do I feel that now that they've changed quarterbacks and line with the 7-6, why do I feel Carolina, and this is going to be a field goal game, I'm going to lose? I'm going to lose with another good number in NFL. That has been my MO this entire football season. That's the way things are going. Last week we had Baltimore -7, it goes to 9. Kansas City -3, it goes to 6. Colts +4.5, they go off as the favorite, loser. Philly at -4 goes off at 6, loser. I mean, I cannot catch a early line move in the NFL. College football, we've been great. NFL, let's see how we do. Here. We got a couple early ones. We got to see if it works out. Tennessee +3.5 is looking good. They're a favorite now, so I'm happy about that. But it's still Will Levis. But my early, actually, you know what? No, my sneaky pick, Dolphins. I got Dolphins -112 because and now they're a 4-point under. Take the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins win today. Give me the Dolphins. That'd be my sneaky pick of the day. My sneaky NFL doggy outright, Miami Dolphins. How about that? How about that one? Jaguar line down to a 5. Cincy at a 7. KC 3. Niners at back up to a 6.5 from a 4.5. I saw it did peak at 7 at one point. T-Money says, I just bet each team to score one rushing touchdown in 1 p.m. game at 150 to 1. 1 o'clock rushing touchdowns. The Chargers and Steelers should be a yes, right? Bears and Colts. The problem is, do the Bears score at all? Texans, Vikings, sure. Giants, Browns. Okay. Philly Saints, I get it. Denver, Tampa Bay. Again, Denver, can they score on the road? I like what side was this on? I kind of like this one here. This isn't too shabby with this one. Yeah, to me, it's going to come down to the Bears and the Broncos scoring it all. Heavy day with injuries. Yes, it is. I'm right there with you on Miami Higgs. I got a money line from that show you did last week. Yeah, well, I feel Lane. See, this is where I feel bad because that game, I'm like, we're taking Miami. I was like, we got Thursday Night Football. We got extra rest. Seattle was at home. Then they were in New England. Then they're coming back to Seattle. It turned out they played in overtime. It didn't make a difference because we lose the quarterback. Ugh. I'm on 3 out of 3 contest picks so far. Excellent, Ryan. Or how is the contest going? Ryan is perfect. You and Gas Station Sushi, both 3-0. Both 3-0. And he's on a total today. You're at Atlanta. So we'll see how that works out. He's got the total over. Only guy, he's got an over. David has a under. Nobody gets in the contest anymore. FanDuel has it. Okay. I like that. 150. Why is the Colts line 1? Is that because what's his name is banged up, Richardson? I agree about the Bears and Broncos. I'll be sweating like I'm in a sauna. Yeah, I can't do – they're bad quarterbacks. Denver lost by 6 and 7 first 2 games. A bad quarterback play. I think Bo Nix will play better and cover to 6.5, maybe get a win. Well, here's the thing. I've had Denver opening week, getting 5.5 to lose by 6. I had them last week, +3, loser again. I don't know if I can come out and take them on the road. At home would be one thing. On the road, I think Baker's better than Geno. I think Tampa Bay's better than Seattle. But the kind of leveling spot, as you say, taking the points is they're off a big win, right? Beat Detroit, probably a circle kind of game. They got Philly next, a little better. Again, they played in the playoffs. They beat them, but a little bigger brand name recognition as opposed to a AFC team coming in doesn't really hurt their seeding kind of stuff in the NFC. But you want to beat bad teams. If you're a good team, you beat the bad team. Covering, again, I can't. What have you seen out of Bo Nix or Daniels or Caleb Williams? I want you to bet on these guys as dogs. I know, thank you. And he says, again, the contest, I'm just bad when I enter. I still appreciate the free contest, though. Yeah, no, listen, I'm doing terrible in my contest picks for Circa and Westgate and the Humans Friday thing. I'm terrible. I'm last place in that. Although I'm only like 4 games. I have 3 wins, 10th and 10th place has 7. So I could still, if I have a good week, I could still get into that one. But contest picks are hard. I get it. Do you think the Aggies will drop out top 25? They barely beat Bowling Green. I don't know. I got to go through the games and see if we had some kind of crazier upsets that would move them in or out of the top 25. First of all, they're an SEC team, and they need all the SEC love they can get because they want to have 7 or 8 teams in the playoffs. So, what was your record yesterday? I hit Arkansas, Tennessee, BYU, Wisconsin. I want to say like 9-5 or something like that. Let's see. 2-2, 3-2, 3-3, 4-3, 5-3, 6-3, 7-8, 3-9, 9-4. 9-4 college football yesterday, and then I had a baseball winner, so 10-4 overall yesterday. I'm all over the Steelers today. They're playing well right now. I feel like Fields is in the right system. They got a good coach. We can make fun of Tomlin all we wants. The guy wins games. But you're playing against a team in the Chargers who are not a bad squad. They have defense. They play the same similar kind of football. Do you want to lay a field goal here? I mean, the crazy thing is that it's still 2.5. They're not even laying a field goal at home to the Chargers in back-to-back road games with a quarterback who's hurt. It's weird, Why not 3? I don't get it. This is a money line, Steelers money line. 2. Now I see it. Bet Online dropped this to 2. I see 2.5 everywhere else. BOL is at a 2. Twos everywhere. All right. Let me get out of here. 9 o'clock. It's time to go to work now. Now it's crunch time. This is where the information starts flowing. See what we got going on. Chargers +2. Browns under 39. Chiefs under 46.5. There you go. Teaser Tuesday. Chargers 12. Dolphins 16. Jags 16. Look headlines tonight. If you haven't put the notification bell on, you can do it. You can do it. I'm ending the poll. Have you hit the like and sub buttons? Yes, 67%. Doing it on 13. 20% just want winners. I got you covered. I'll be back later on today with some pub sports. Football, I'll be over there. And then look headlines tonight. So I'll see you then. Thanks for popping in nice and early. Have a good Sunday. Bye-bye.